or is easier than taking water if you put your things in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Did you get this right? Put everything in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do your best. It will come as a what? As taken water. But if you set Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aside, you don't want to work, you just want to get the result. It's very difficult. Very, very difficult. My fellow students, did you ever ask yourself about this term, psychology? What's the meaning of psychology? We are going to look at the literal meaning and as well the technical meaning of this term, psychology. Researchers are of the view that the term psychology was derived from two Greek morphemes, two Greek words. That is the word psyche, and the other one is what? Logos. Psyche means what? The spirit, the mind, the soul of a student. Did you get the point? Your mindset is the psyche, and the logos is the study. If you join the two, the meaning of this term, psychology, is this: the scientific study of what? Of mind. Are we getting it? Technically, other scholars have what? Have explained, have defined this term, psychology, as what? As the scientific study of what? Mental processes. How do you future your mentality? Are you getting what I'm saying? Mental process, the thoughts that you have. What do I mean by the word thought? The information that you are going to see around, the information that your lecturers will give you, the information that you are going to process. These are the thoughts. You must take your time to understand and digest any information given to you by your lecturer, by your classmates, from the library, wherever, in the course of your study. In the course of your what? Study. Another point is your habit. Repeated action towards achieving your goals. These are what? Things that what? Take you away from sinking or from jeopardizing your investment. They will propel you to greater heights if really you are serious. Now that we have defined the term psychology, the scientific study of mental process, meaning how can you as a student process the information and assess your habit so that you can move from one angle to the next. That is the meaning of psychology here. Are you getting it? Then, how do you aggregate your potentials? I believe you are not from a heaven, right? You are not from heaven. You are from a secondary school or a tertiary institution before coming to this place. You have your little knowledge, be it secondary school knowledge or college knowledge or polytechnic knowledge, right? You are coming to a universe. You are coming to a world. You need to extend your tentacles. You need to open your eyes. You need to open your mind so that your goals will be achieved. Are you getting what I'm saying? What is the first thing that you are expected to not assist you. You are here. Admission is ready. You have registered. You are now a student. You are not just like a common person that is moving in the town. No. You have taken an oath, an agreement that you are going to meet in order to celebrate yourself, your family, your community, your country from ignorance. That is the step that you have taken. Indirectly, this is what you are telling us. Are you following? Are we getting it? Indirectly, this is what you are dishing out to each and every one of us. Now that you have taken this task, you don't need to rest. You need to what? Be up and doing. You need to buckle up, buckle down. You sit up and sit down so that you can face these challenges with utmost sincerity. Are we following? I don't want you to behave like some students around. They don't come to school, they don't read, but they expect manners from heaven. They expect A's and B's from lecturers. If you ask them, it's not religion. I don't want to take it serious. It's something that even if I did not work, if I give somebody money, I can get it. No. Don't put this in your agenda as a new student. What you are expected to note, number one, look at your personality. Who are you? What do you have to tell people that you are quite different from others? That is the personality. What distinguishes you from who? From somebody. Now that you want to be an engineer, you've secured admission, you want to be an engineer. How are you going to distinguish yourself from other engineers that are still harboring street? If you want to be a lawyer, you have taken an admission. How do you want to distinguish yourself with others that have finished their work, their law courses and what have you, so that you can be a global icon, so that you can be a different person entirely? That is your personality. When you talk about personality in psychology, you are talking about characteristics that determine you as a person. So now as a student, you want to be a journalist. What do you have to do in order to tell us that, yes, you have put forth things that will make you different from others? That is your personality. If you get this done very well, as a student, your personality is something that sells you out of this place, or right from this place to a different place. Are we following? The next thing that I want you to note is the intelligence. Intelligence. They say you cannot acquire knowledge without a zakat. Are you getting it? That's intelligence. You should not be a backward learner, an idiot, somebody that has less than 90% IQ. No. You must be up and doing. You must know how to read. You must know how to write. It's from there that you are expected to start. This is university. So long as you have started your lectures, you are expected to look at your notes with an eagle eye, not just reading. Read in between the lines and then think out of what? Box. Strategize the thinking in the course of reading. Don't just read only for the sake of reading. You may not get it. Get your dictionary by the side. Whatever that you don't know, you must look at it as a student. Jot it down. Be it. Make it to be part of you. Meaning, there must be what? Positive If you are having a secondary school mentality in this place, as a university student, you still have a long way to what? To go. Are we following? So now, your intelligence, ability, capability to read, write, reason, and get meaning from reading is all about your intelligence. You must be an intelligent student. Don't just do anything anyhow. You must look at what you are doing with sincerity, so that people will see you as what? As somebody that is coming up, as somebody that has started illuminating. You are lightening the places. The next point is habit. How do you change your habit? You are coming to a new environment. Don't come with your mindset that nobody, no problem. We are going to this thing during our exams. My practice is there. This man, if you give him 1,000, 2,000, he will solve your problem. Are you getting it? Or somebody will tell you that this is university, freedom. Don't worry, just take your life easy. Move around freely. To me, it's not, you don't have freedom. Because you have taken a what? An agreement with the university that you are going to read. Are you getting it? Not just reading. Please have this thinking. Not just reading. You'll be reading. This one should be a different one. You want to make a difference. You want to be reckoned in the book of what? The book of life. So this, for you to have this mindset that what is there? It's just reading. No. Capital no. Not just reading. Competitive what? Reading. If you are talking about writing, is a competitive writing. Habit. You cannot have a very good habit until you have 4 key points. I want you to note them. Jot them down and have the paper with you. There's what we call cue or cues. There must be craving. There must be response. And there must be rewards. These 4 things, if you have them in the book of your life, you want to change yourself. You want to change your mindset. You are no more a secondary school student. You are a university student. Your thinking capacity should what? Should develop. Your thinking ability should what? Should adjust. Don't just be a static person. You are coming into this place with a what? With a mindset of secondary school, or mindset of college, or mindset of polytechnic also. This place is just like a university. Are we following? You must have a robust mind, an elastic mind, a mind that will take you to the greater height. Do not aim lower, but you are expected to aim what? Higher. Maybe in your house, in your family, somebody is a 2-1 material. You are coming in now. Your own aim should be what? Should be higher than his own. Just target first class. How can you get the first class? It's through changing your mindset. What is key? What is key? Having a mindset of commitment. Having a mindset of doing something. You must tell yourself that I must do something to change myself. I must do something to change my position. So long as you don't have that mindset that you want to change yourself, you don't have that, you cannot change yourself. If you're talking about mathematics, maybe at your secondary school, you don't know what is mathematics, and now you are here. Make sure you advance your way to know what is mathematics. Because you can't do away with these things here as a student. Most especially if you want to study public health, You want to be a nursing officer? You want to be an environmental health officer? You want to be a lab scientist, and so on? You must know mathematics. That is the mother of all sciences. Don't run away from mathematics. If mathematics is coming, embrace mathematics with full force. Tell him that I'm going to see the end of you. I get it. How do you do that? It's not just by making wishful statements. You must make commitment. Cues. You must tell yourself that, yes, I have the strong feeling, that is the craving, strong feeling to pursue what is called mathematics. Any obstacle, any challenge, any difficulty that is given you tough time here, tell that particular difficulty that you are ever ready to get away with it. Are we following? Craving, you must have that strong feeling. You must develop the enthusiastic mind. You don't have the enthusiasm. You don't have it. You don't have the interest. Even the scholar, one of the scholars says, he said, لا تنال العلم إلا بستة. Among these sitta, he said, al-hirs, interest. You must have interest. I want to be a student. You want to be a student? Yes. What's the meaning of student? Are you getting it? If you want to be a student, meaning you want to take an industry of reading, industry of saturating books, you must be a bookish student. You must be a student that saturates materials, encyclopedias. Don't just tell us that you are a student of social department, but when they are talking about encyclopedia, you don't even see encyclopedia in your life. A university student? You don't know what is encyclopedia? How can you make it? I'm telling you so that you can aim higher. If you are aiming lower, please listen. You must prepare yourself to the greater height by having a strong feeling that I will follow this thing vigorously. I want to take my study religiously. I want you to make this statement. Are you getting it? I'm talking to freshers. If you're a fresher, I'm talking to you. Do we have freshers here? Do we have freshers here? Do we have freshers here? Very good of you. Are you ready to take a very good mindset? Are you promising us that you are going to aim higher than you expect, right? Is that what you are telling us? We don't want to hear from any of you that this person was involved in my practice. We don't. Right from the word go, you have to set the mindset that I want to make it. Anything that has to do with my practice is not in my agenda. Because I am a first class material. Can you say it? I'm a first class material. What? You see, some of you are just mentioning third class. Already defeated man? Why are you so big? Why are you behaving like that? Aim higher. If you can't get first class, you can get to one. Now the federal government has said that they are not going to employ somebody that has less than 2 hours. So as a new student, we are telling you, you must have this what? The mindset of aiming high. The next point. Response. There's what we call in psychology stimulus response. The noise that I'm generating now, we call it in psychology as what? Stimulus. The teachings that will be given to you are termed as what? Stimuli. It's left for you now as a student to respond. You are to respond by what? By reading. Not just only reading, I told you before. Not just only reading, you are expected to think. in doing whatever you want to. If you don't have thoughtful mind, you just want to do it anyhow because you are aiming to third class or even pass the grade. Don't tell us this. Don't tell yourself this what? Deceit. Don't ever conceive this mindset. Tell yourself that you are a what? A first class material. Are we getting it? The next point is what? Reward. If you work harder, the reward is bigger. If you work small, the reward is what? Is smaller. Jaza'an wifaqan. Are you getting it? You must work harder so that your results will be what? Will be good. The next point that I want you to note is perception. Is what? Perception. How do you perceive university life? How do you look at this place? I have started seeing some of our young ladies and young boys around hugging themselves, taking pictures, posting pictures. Is that why we are teaching it here? No. Where did you get this information? False information. Fabricated, invented lies. This is not in our agenda. As teachers, as lecturers, we don't teach you this. So long as you have set your leg into this place or in this place, you are expected to change your mindset. Even the thinking, the way you walk around should be quite different. Are you getting it? If you don't read during your secondary school days, university is not for you. University is all about universe. When they ask you now, count all the countries in the world, how do you start counting it? You must sit up. You must read very well before you know the number of countries that we have. Is that so? That's why somebody that is here in the university, if you are in this place, don't take whatever is given to you. Maybe a lecturer gave you 5 pages material, and you take it as 5 pages. You are deceiving yourself. If a lecturer gave you 5 pages material, he's expecting you to what? To make this material to be what? 20, 30, 40, 50 pages. Each page should what? Should have like 10 pages on your own. Personal research, personal advancement. Don't just be wasting your time under the trees. Go to library. Go and start reading in the library. Have your personal timetable. That is, make it to be your habit. Repeated actions in your what? In your daily routine in the university. Repeated habits. When you come to the university, tell yourself that I promise not to be speaking Hausa up to the end of my program in this university. Write it down. Tell yourself this. I will not speak Hausa if I'm in the university until and unless I'm outside the university. If you see your classmate, speak English to him. If you see a lecturer, speak English to him. If you see somebody you don't know, speak English to him. Don't speak Hausa to that person. If you are speaking Hausa, it's just like you are deceiving yourself. You cannot achieve your aim. I'm telling you this. The more you make it as what? As your routine, daily habits, you are going to revamp yourself. People will still look at you. They'll be looking at you. Who is this person? Because if you don't know how to speak today, and you don't know how to speak tomorrow, next tomorrow you will know how to speak. Are you getting it? It's by practice. There is what we call in psychology trial and error learning. Trial and error. You must do it 10 times without number before you become what? An expert in that field. Make it an honors, a responsibility. Then you are not going to speak Hausa to your friends. Each and every day, you are going to learn like 5 words. 5 words every day. If you take like 10 days, how many words are you going to have? Huh? 50. 10 days, 50. 1 month, how many words? Huh? 150, approximately, right? 3 months, 150 times 3. What? If every semester you can have 450 words as a student, a university student, every semester, you want to change yourself. So every semester, your target is 450. Buy a book. If you go around, any strange word, any new word, jot it down. It's part of your word. It's part of your goals that you want to achieve in this semester. If you speak Hausa, tell yourself that you are not doing the right thing. Write it down. Tomorrow I will not speak Hausa again. If they give you material, try your best to saturate the material, to read everything in that material.
Is how many minutes?
So that people will see light in you. So that they will see light as a university student. But a university student that cannot change anything, you don't have the mindset to change somebody outside. Instead of you to add more light to yourself, you are what? You are wallowing in darkness. You are hovering in darkness. People are laughing at you outside. This is a university student. He cannot speak English. He cannot write. Because the mindset that you have tackled from your part 1 or part 2, you have not followed it vigorously with seriousness. I'm asking you, and I'm still telling you, whatever you are doing or you are going to do as a new student, take it serious. Take it as an habit. I get it. Then you are not going to change. In the morning, you are in the university. There is class, you are in the university. No class, you are in the university. You are in the library. They have lecture, you are there. They have seminar, you are there. They have gathering, university gathering, you are there. These are things, activities that will change you, that will revamp you to be a different person. When you say no, you are not going to change. You are not going to shift ground. You are going to die with your mindset. If there is an exam, you are writing 5 lines. 5 lines. Answer the question. How can you make it? How can you be a global what? Champion? How can you be a global what? Icon? How can you shine in the arena of experts? You said you want to be a journalist. What? Is it 21st century journalist? You want to be an engineer. What type of engineering are you going to engineer? Do you have the mindset to make a difference? This is what we want you people to know. So long as you have problem, rush to your lecturers. They are there for you. Don't say that I can solve this problem myself. What is so special about it? No. Advance your ways to your lecturers. A lecturer that is or has passed through the university, first degree, second degree, third degree, is teaching in the university again. What are you going to tell them? This is what some of you, this is how they behave. You are just in part 1. You want to show a lecturer that has passed through the university and is still teaching in the university. You want to show him that his education is what? You have the crafty or the craftiness to tell him that he's not wise enough. You are wiser than him. Or you have the logic to what? To double cross him. Please don't have this mindset. We are your friends. Rush to us. We are ever ready for you people. Whatever you want to ask, lecturers are there. Make sure you have an academic what? Mentor. Listen to me. I get what I'm saying. Freshers. What is the last one? Make sure you have what? Academic mentor. Somebody that you pick him as your mentor, academic mentor, life mentor. Whatever you are doing here, he will be guiding you. Do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. Before you understand, if you are in part 4, you are, in fact, you are just like a man. But now, you are a semi-man. I get it. You want to be a man. You must have somebody. I'm not pleading you. I'm telling you, put it in your book of life. I must have an academic mentor. It's compulsory upon each and every one of you. Are we following? If you say no, I'm telling you, after 3-4 years, you will come back. You will regret your actions. Some of you will regret their actions. Because what kills is the adamant nature of our spirit. I do know, I know everything. Don't have this mindset. You are just a bloody ladder. A bloody ladder. You are just a fresher. Don't tell yourself that you are an educated person. Yeah, no. Tell yourself that you are still what? You are still a learner. So, let me tell you what I did during my first degree. I had a mindset that whatever I see in terms of wealth, English word, if I don't know the meaning of that word, I will not leave that word. I will write it down. I will make sure that my dictionary tells me the meaning of that word. In the course of reading, in the course of talking to somebody, in the course of passing, if I see a word around and I don't know the meaning of that word, I don't usually pass that word. I will book it down in my mind. Do you have that mindset to do it? Do you have it? Please, we are urging you people to take these things. These are things that will propel you to the greater height. After 2, 3, 4 years, people will be looking up to you. This is a graduate, not an ordinary graduate. A graduate that can move, can shed ground. Not somebody that if you are asked to talk, if you are asked to dish out your word, your intellectual property, you are hiding. Don't behave like this. This is a citadel of knowledge where lecturers from nooks and crannies will give you from the world of what they have consumed or what they have learned. So you still have people around that will make you a robust and a very good student. The future is still bright. In fact, we were waiting for you people to come so that we can tell you these packages. Now we are telling you the packages. Are you ready to exemplify yourself with this advice? With the pieces of advice that other lecturers are coming to tell you? Don't just make it inshallah wishful in lip service. No. Tell yourself that I'm doing this thing with all seriousness. I will not change it. Have your book every day. That your book should serve as what? An agenda. If you have learned something, put it there. If you have not learned something, put it there. Make it a routine. Make it a habit. I'm telling you, before you understand, your life will be a different life. Are we following? Are we following? Matthew. I told you, because you are reading with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what the Holy Prophet was commanded. Quran 96 verse 1. This is what Allah told him. Read. Not only reading, in the name of your Lord. So whatever you are going to read here, biology, chemistry, mathematics, physics, and rest, start with the name. Tell the Almighty to intervene. Tell Him to help you, so that you can have retentive memory. Not a memory that if you read now you forget. You read now you forget. Don't have that kind of memory. Ask Allah. Allah gives everything. He gives everything. Ar-Rahman, the most gracious. Ar-Rahim, the most gracious. He gives everything. Ask him. So long as you are a goody brother, you walk towards him, you listen to him. You listen to him. Don't be a bad student. Stealing, you are part of it. Kidnapping, you are part of it. Cheating people, you are part of it. Killing people around, you are part of it. SubhanAllah. What a bad attitude is this? And you are committing yourself to this attitude. How can Allah have mercy on this person, on somebody that has this type of what? Attitude or qualities? You must change your mindset. Redefine your intention. Keep your motives forward so that you can see your goals achievable. So that Allah will give you the light to achieve your aims and objectives of life. Are we following? Are we following? Let me tell you, I still have 10 minutes. There is what makes people different. Reading. My supervisor during my Ph.D, Professor Abdul Bari, he said, Osman, read everything. This is what he told me. He said what? Read everything. That was his last statement when I was to leave him. He said read everything. Meaning, don't rely on your effort as a student, as a teacher, as a lecturer. That you don't want to read. No. You are a university student. If they are asking you about current affairs issues, you should be able to talk. If they ask you concerning your field of study, you should be able to educate people. You should serve as an encyclopedia in your field of study. So that you can educate people, so that you can change people's mindset. But you don't know your field of study. They are telling you, you don't know. They say, Al-Jahil al-Murakkab, Alladhi la yadri, wa la yadri, annahu la yadri. Are you getting it? Super ignorant. Don't be like a super ignorant. They are telling you change your mind. Say, no, I know this. What is there? You don't know that you don't know. And you don't know that you don't know. What a super ignorant is this? Do you want to be an ignorant person? Are you a university student? Then you are expected to illuminate your ways, illuminate people's life. You are moving in darkness, you are wallowing in darkness, you are hovering straight in darkness. It's high time for us to change our mindset so that we can face our life with good what? Motives, with good what? Goals, with good what? Objectives and aims. Are we following? The last thing that I want to close my presentation with is this. There is a method that I want you to know it in the course of your readings in this university. 70-20-10 method. Who can tell me? Did you ever stumble on this 70-20-10 method? Who has the idea? Who has the idea among the freshers? I promise to give out 2,000. Right? Freshers. 70-20-10 method of learning, style of reading. Let me explain this. 70 takes the practical aspect of what you do. So long as you pray about the word, you must practice it. You must put it into practice. If you put it into practice, 70% of that word will be in you, will deposit in you. Are you getting it? 20% is what you see, what you listen. Now I'm giving you lectures, right? You are looking at me, you listen to me. It's just 20%. Even if you are going to get the content of what I'm teaching out to you, it's only 20%. If you are serious. And the last point is 10. It's just what we are reading from our books. I mean, just only 10%. Meaning, it has influence on your life, 10% influence. If you want to be a good learner, you must saturate yourself with practicals. Maybe it's a new word. Don't just store the new word in your mind. You must put it into practice. If you see a lecturer, blow that word to him. If you see your friend, tell him, "Are you getting it?" By so doing, the word is becoming part of you. Tomorrow, if you see it somewhere already, you have what? You have practicalized it. Meaning, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more you become an expert in that field. Are you ready to be practicing what you read? Are you ready to do that? Don't just be reading. You can read a book, an encyclopedia now. If you didn't put it into practice, you may not retain it. That is the meaning. We are not saying that reading is not good. No, it's good. Reading changes or change people. Readings change people. So the way you read, if you put it into practice, it changes you. Are we following? Are we following? In the course of your study here, practice is the only oil in an engine. Practice is the only what? Oil is the only lubricant in an engine. Meaning, if you don't practice, you may not learn. So 70% of what you do here should be practical. Speak to your lecturers. Don't just be depositing words in your mind. You have 1,000 words. You don't know how to use them. You don't even tell yourself that, "Let me start using this word." No. You have to start reading. Maybe it's write up. You don't know how to start writing. You don't know how to write essay writing. Start doing it. Practice it. Today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, you are becoming an expert. No matter how little of what you are doing, before you understand, you are graduating to the higher what? Greater height. So don't disdain, don't look down upon what you are doing. Day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Before you understand, you are a different person. Are we following? I hope the psychology of university life will change your mindset so that you can be an effective student toward the revitalizing your what? Academic excellence. Toward putting your life in a new trajectory where if you go, people will look at you as a what? As a light. I pray. May Allah see us through. I pray. May Allah guide us aright. I pray. May Allah bless our knowledge. I pray. May Allah bless our life. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That has been the lecture presentation.